On Friday evening, Donald Trump decided that he was very angry at women voters across the United States, so he got on Truth Social and decided that the best way to get women over to his side was to scream at them. And he put out an all-caps rant, which, of course, in online etiquette, putting something in all caps is the equivalent of screaming. And here is what Donald Trump told the women of America about why they basically have no choice but to vote for him. He said, quote, and again, this is all caps. Here it is. Women are poorer than they were 4 years ago, are less healthy than they were 4 years ago, are less safe on the streets than they were 4 years ago, are more depressed and unhappy than they were 4 years ago, and are less optimistic and confident in the future than they were 4 years ago! Exclamation point. As if the all caps were not enough, he had to throw in the exclamation point just to let women know, I, a man, am screaming at you to tell you how bad your lives are, but I'm not going to tell you that it's because of Republican policies. But anyway, he continues, I will fix all of that and fast, and at long last this national nightmare will be over. Women will be happy, healthy, confident, and free. Jesus Christ, you sound like you're selling a women's deodorant. Are you feeling a little unhappy? Are you not confident? Jesus Christ. You will no longer be thinking about abortion because it is now where it always had to be, with the states and a vote of the people, and with powerful exceptions like those that Ronald Reagan insisted on, but not allowing for Democrat-demanded late-term abortion in the 7th, 8th, or 9th month, or even execution of a baby after birth. I will protect women at a level never seen before. They will finally be healthy, hopeful, safe, and secure. Their lives will be happy, beautiful, and great again. You had to throw in beautiful, right? Just to let women know that, hey, vote for me, and I'm going to make you more attractive, right? Because you're not talking about their lives being beautiful. Let's be clear. He cannot help himself but from objectifying women every time he talks to them or about them. That is the beautiful that he was referring to there. And I guess because he said it, I have to go ahead and debunk it. No, there are no states where you have post-birth abortions. That's called murder, and it is in fact illegal in all 50 states across the United States. That simply does not happen. So, several things to unpack here. First and foremost, the whole reason he did this is to basically shame women into voting for him because he believes that you're stupid. That is what Donald Trump thinks. He thinks that you don't know all of these things, so let a man come along and mansplain it to you, and then you'll vote for me because you'll see how great it is. That's not the case. A lot of the things you mentioned, like the Depression, yes, there has been a direct correlation between the overturning of Roe versus Wade and depression levels in women increasing. So again, you're pointing out, hey, you're sad, you're not happy, all of these bad things are happening to you, and women across the country for several years have been like, yeah, we know this, and it's because of what you did, you son of a gun. Yeah. You're the one who repeatedly brags about getting Roe versus Wade overturned by packing the Supreme Court with people that do not belong on that Supreme Court. And of course, using that stolen Supreme Court seat that Mitch McConnell handed to you by not letting Obama appoint someone in the final year of his administration. So women understand all that. They know the feelings that they're feeling, and they know damn well that you are the one who put them in this position. So he's lying about the late-term and post-birth abortions. He thinks women are stupid. He's literally screaming at them. But what about his actual plan? Okay, even with as horrible as he is, his policy that he mentions here obviously is pretty good, right? No, because he doesn't mention a policy. He says, I will fix all of that and fast. That's it. That's his solution. That's how he says he's going to make your life better. I'll just fix it. And quickly, I might add. Like, don't worry, I have a plan. You can't understand my plan. It's too complicated, too verbose. But it's a plan that totally exists, not just concepts of a plan. But he's going to implement that plan, do it quickly, and your lives are going to become so much better. I mean, just like that. You can't even imagine how great your lives are going to be and how fast it'll happen too. This man is a shyster. He is a huckster. He does not have a single plan in his policy arsenal that would benefit women. Not one. In fact, he only has like 2 plans in his policy arsenal. Let's be clear about that. He's going to put tariffs on every good, and he's going to deport 25 million immigrants. Those are your plans. I think you also have mentioned cutting taxes for the wealthy. You promised them that in a closed-door meeting. So you got 3 plans. You tell me which one of those is going to make the lives of women across this country any better. Can anybody offer me any explanation as to how any of those 3 policies that he has would make the lives of, you know what? I'll go even further. Not just women, your average American. How is any of that going to make their lives better? The answer, of course, is that it will not. And he knows that. He knows he has nothing to sell these people. He knows he has nothing to offer these people. They are suffering right now, absolutely. And it's due to what he did as president of the United States, which was then taken to a whole nother level by Republican governors across the country. They are the ones that have instituted these horrific policies that, as we now know, are killing women. Harris has a huge advantage with women voters right now. That is fantastic. I don't see Donald Trump doing anything to cut into that lead, especially getting on Truth Social and screaming at them about how horrible their lives are, and then offering them literally nothing about how you're going to make their lives any better. One of today's video sponsors is Miracle Made. Did you know that traditional bed sheets can actually harbor more bacteria than a toilet seat? It can lead to acne, allergies, stuffy noses, and it's just plain gross. Miracle Made offers a whole line of self-cleaning antibacterial bedding such as sheets, pillowcases, and comforters that prevent up to 99.7% of bacteria growth and require up to 3 times less laundry. These sheets are infused with silver that prevent up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. No more gross odors. Miracle Made uses silver-infused fabrics inspired by NASA, and their sheets are thermoregulating and designed to keep you at the perfect temperature all night long, so you get better sleep every night. Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands, and they feel as nice, if not nicer, than bed sheets used by some 5-star hotels. And it's designed for your skin. Stop sleeping on bacteria. Bacteria can clog your pores, causing breakouts and acne, and you can sleep clean with Miracle. Now, I've been using Miracle Made bed sheets for nearly 2 years now, and I absolutely love them. They help keep me cool throughout the night, which means I get better sleep because I'm not waking up all throughout the night from being too hot. So go to trymiracle.com/ROF to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo code ROF at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product that it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/ROF and use the code ROF to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/ROF to treat yourself.